couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield forced out to his left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Mayfield now on 2nd down.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Irving will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Mayfield being chased out left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They go play action. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Levis. He'll get that complete to Dell.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Back to the air on second down. Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
3rd and short. It's Levis.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fourth down, Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Levis back to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And Levis going back to the air.
He completes it to Boyd. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Right back to Spears.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Levis sets up to throw here. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Josh Wiley.
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Titans have cut the lead back down to 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing, Mayfield, dancing to his left.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 34 yards.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52 is the mark. Check 52 is the mark. Pick me up. Here we go. Top go. Top go. Top go. No. Check that. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Good try. Good try.
Levis looking to throw. This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 52's the mark. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 52. Mike 52. Touchdown. Defense.
Levis on 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
First and 10. Here's Levis. He finds his man, Pollard.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
run with Pollard.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tony Pollard,
A 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
Mayfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked by Darryl Worley. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Nashville. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Levis going to the air right away. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Dowell. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. On 1st down, Levis. Okonkwo holds it in left side. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just he's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard from 13 yards out.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't.